My name is Mark Owens. I'm the Senior Vice President of Sales at TacMed Solutions. Our primary flagship product is our Soft T windlass tourniquet. The mission for TacMed is we're dedicated to providing solutions and portfolio and platforms to improve survivability crisis situations around the world. And we do that in various different ways with our medical devices and of course our vast simulation portfolio.
This is the latest mannequin in the TacMed portfolio. This is Maddie. She's a modular female trauma mannequin, so you can see the trauma injuries. The modularity, you see arms and legs are all removable. The advantage there is you can change them depending on what you're training. So you can train for different scenarios. You can have clinical applications with no wounds, or you can have additional trauma, and you can move them around from day to day. She's entirely designed by a computer, which allows us to use this as a platform for future development. We can turn this into a male mannequin using the identical core. We can turn it into a prolonged care mannequin by augmenting the features. The entire mannequin is run off a tablet controller. This has long range, up to 300 yards, line of sight, and allows us to turn on and off all of our features very simply. Also connects to our vitals monitor, as you see it's running over here, showing all the active data for the current scenario. So it's configured here. She has an amputation. She also has a packable wound. You can place a Foley catheter. You can get urine output. She breathes, bleeds. As I mentioned, the arms are modular. I can replace this arm with an amputated arm. That will bleed as well. Fully intubatable head. Adjustable eyes with eyelids, nasal passageways. Cricothyroidotomy. You can do IOs, both sternal, humeral, or tibial. Responsive NCD sites. You can set a tension pneumothorax, put an NCD needle in, you get air feedback, and you'll get a recovery on that side. You've got a sucking chest wound. You've also got a hidden wound on the back, the exit wound there, to force a student to look for additional wounds. A small but important feature, we've hidden a wound up under the breast here, if you can see that. One of the issues they found in studies they've done on casualties is that the medics are often a little hesitant to remove the clothing on females to expose those wounds. So that's a location that they wouldn't necessarily find unless they completely disrobed her. And that's something they're trying to encourage. She has pulses, radial, got carotid radial pulses, and also pedal pulse down in the foot. The batteries are easily changeable in the back. She's easy to move around because all the legs are removable. So you end up with you got a torso piece that's about 50 pounds, and then you've got your additional limbs. She weighs about 140 something pounds, depending on the configuration of the different wounds. So like I said, this is our new platform. We'll continue developing on this platform. And like I said, male mannequins and prolonged care and going into the nursing, all on this new platform.
Hi, I'm Walt with TacMed Simulation. I'd like to highlight and showcase our Diesel, our canine simulator. Diesel has 28 features to help the medic or the vet tech or the canine handler learn to take care of their dog in bad situations. Starting with his head, he has a very realistic airway for intubation. If you're not able to accomplish the intubation, we have a hidden zipper where you can do a tracheostomy in a dog. We just take the collar off, there's a zipper, and there we have the tracheostomy site. As you can see, Diesel currently has an amputated front leg that actively bleeds. We can put a tourniquet on and control the hemorrhage. We can have the rear amputation bleeding as well. There's an evisceration. If we don't want to use that in a particular training scenario, it simply tucks away into a pouch. And again, the zipper covers it up and it's not in the training scenario. We have a pocket wound that they have to accomplish wound packing to control the hemorrhage. So the student is learning both compression and packing techniques to control the bleeding. As you can see, there's chest rise and fall. We can adjust the rate of the rise and fall. He does have a pulse that the student can feel and palpate. We can adjust the rate and also the feel of the pulse. Diesel weighs about 60 pounds, so when they're moving him around, he is the weight of a real dog. We have a burn sock that we can put on to replicate burns so the students can learn how to take care of that burn. At the bottom of his paw, we have a laceration. So now if this were happening to the bottom of your foot, you would have difficulty ambulating. So we put that on the dog's foot so that they can learn to treat and take care of that. If we did not want to have as much trauma on the dog, we do have the non-injured limbs that we can replace as it is modular. We also have an open fracture that can be placed onto the dog so they can learn to take care of splinting issues. Finally, we have a canine handler IFAC. So this has both products for the human medic if they get, or human soldier if they get in trouble, or for the law enforcement officers to take care of their canine. So it has the muzzle, it has some bandages that are both good for humans and canines. Again, Diesel has 28 different features. He is the top of the line canine training mannequin in the world.